Hi, my name is Bruno. I live here. Or at least I used to.
Look at you, so happy today?
Hey, little one, come to daddy. Cuckoo.
Every day, I check on my favorite humans, especially the smallest one.
Bruno, come here, boy.
Who's a good boy? You are.
When they smiled at me like that, my whole world felt perfect. I loved watching her. She smelled like milk and sunshine.
We'll be right back, you two.
Watch her, Bruno.
Then it happened so fast. She slipped. I did the only thing I knew to save her. I thought she was scared. I tried to calm her.
Oh my, what happened?
Bruno, what did you do?
They thought I hurt her. I would never.
We can't keep him. Not after this.
And just like that, I wasn't home anymore.
So you saved her and they didn't know?
Yeah, but if I could rewind time, I'd still save her, because love doesn't ask for anything back. And maybe one day, they'll know the truth.
So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a professional AI animation movie and not just randomly generated AI clips. Now we are going to focus on cartoon animations with consistent characters, smooth scene switching, as well as cinematic camera angles that looks intentional. Now you might have seen a lot of AI generated animations that starts professionally and then in the next scene they all start to fall apart because these scenes were generated with no form of consistency, and that is what I intend to tackle in this tutorial. So in this tutorial we are going to create a video animation the professional way. We are going to focus on character consistency as well as the scene transitioning, make it smooth and professional, and then we are going to focus on the camera angles. Now this is a little bit of an advanced tutorial, so if you're a beginner you can as well check out this video and learn it first, and then you can join us in this tutorial because we are doing it the professional way in this tutorial. All right, so let's dive right into it. Right, so to generate a script for our video animation, we are going to head over to ChatGPT, and we're over here at ChatGPT. Now I have this short story idea which I came across on Instagram of a baby that fell off from a chair, and the dog actually tried saving the baby, but the parents actually thought this dog was hurting their baby and they decided to chase out this dog. So I had this vague story idea of this video I saw on Instagram, and I decided to build up a script on it. Do not worry, at the end of this video I will show you how you can basically create other scripts like this story without having any idea at all. So I have this script right here, and this script will be available for you in the description of this video. So it says, I have a story idea about a couple with a 7-month-old baby and a big Jack Russell. Now that's the species of the dog. One day the baby almost falls off the sofa, but Bruno quickly saves her, gently grabbing her with his teeth. When the parents return, they see tooth marks, mistakenly believe Bruno harmed the baby and threw him out. So I then said the story ends with Bruno narrating the incident to another dog on a quiet street, saying he would still save the baby if he could rewind time, because in the end love is what matters. Then I said, imagine you are an experienced scriptwriter, write a short animated video transcript in simple English, make it engaging, emotional, captivating and easy to understand. Then include dialogue. Now this dialogue means the parents will actually be talking, and with Bruno as the narrator. So Bruno will be the narrator of this story. Now if you see from the sample, you saw that Bruno was the one narrating the whole story. So this was actually everything I had in mind, and I gave it to ChatGPT to give me the scripts. Now before that I actually gave it scene sequence idea. So I had this scene sequence idea in my mind, and so the first scene should be the exterior of the home, and the second I said Bruno walks down the hallway towards the living room. So I gave it all this scene sequences because I just came up with them in my mind, and these were how I wanted the scene to follow each other in the storyline. Again, do not worry, at the end of this video I'll show you how you can actually come up with similar prompts for different stories. All right, so you don't have to crack your brain for the scene sequence. But with this now, let us generate a script for our video. So I'm going to send this and allow ChatGPT to do its magic. Right, so right now here is the script that ChatGPT has given us for this story. All right, so now the next thing we want to do is to extract the dog's narration. Now if you see, you can see Bruno is narrating the story right here, and we have to extract it because we want to generate a voiceover. So to do that, just type in extract the dog's narration. So send this, and ChatGPT is going to basically extract all of the dog's narration. So right here we have every voiceover of the dog. This is basically everything the dog narrated in the storyline. Now this is apart from the dialogue of the parents. Now if you can see, you can see that the mom, the dad, they were also talking within this script, but what we basically just did is to extract the dog's narration only, and right here we have everything that the dog has said. Now why we are doing this is because we need to generate a voiceover of the dog narrating the story. All right, so now let us generate the voiceover, and to do that we are going to head over to 11 labs 11labs.io. now the link is in the description of this video, so do check that out. And you want to get registered with your account, so I'm just going to sign in to my account. I think I already have an account already. If you don't, just create a new account. And 11 Labs actually gives you about 10,000 credits, which is more than enough to generate the voiceover we need for this story. And when you are logged in, the first thing we want to do is head over to text to speech right here. So I'm going to click on text to speech, and over here is where we're going to paste in the text we want to use in generating this voiceover. And we have the levity of choosing the voice, the kind of voice we actually want for our story. Now head over to explore, and when you head over to explore, we're going to be using this guy's voice. His name is Drew, and I'm just going to scan through, and I think this is the one we used for the video. So let me hear
So guys,
it.
there's one day a year where the airline will...
Yes, so this is perfect. I like this. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to click on add to my voices. So this is basically going to add Drew to my voice. And now what we want to do is head back to our script, copy each line. So let's copy the first line and head over to 11 Labs and paste this. And now I'm going to click on generate speech.
Hi, my name is Bruno. I live here, or at least I used to.
Okay, so I think this is nice. So I'm going to head over here and download this one. So let's click on download. All right, so now that has been downloaded for us. And again, let's head over to ChatGPT, copy the next line again and paste it. I'm going to delete this and paste it again and click on generate speech.
Every day I check on my favorite humans, especially the smallest one.
Okay, so this is fine. Again, download to your PC or to your mobile phone. And I'm going to repeat the steps for each line of the voiceover, and we'll be right back. I think we get the hang of it. So let's do that and we'll be right back. I would like you to be organized while you're doing this. So here is where I actually downloaded my voiceover. So I'm keeping them in the folder for now. So basically just head over to where you are keeping them, and I'm going to rename them. So I'm going to say voiceover 1, so that when we are editing this on our timeline, it will be easy for us to place the voiceovers where they are supposed to be. So this is voiceover 1, and we're going to keep that right here. So for the subsequent voiceover, you are going to also rename them this way. All right, so now I am done with the generation of the narration of the voiceover, and now you can see I have kept them in this folder. All right, so now the next step we are going to do is to generate characters for our animation. Now, because we need consistent characters in this video, now if you look at the sample video, you can see their faces were consistent in all the frames of the video. So because we need consistent characters, we are going to be generating the facial character for each of the characters that are in this animation. And I have this prompt right here, which we are basically going to use. And it says, using a Pixar-Style 3D cartoon look, generate detailed image prompts for each character in this story. Describe each character's appearance, clothing, and facial features, important details in separate paragraphs. Do not reference other characters when describing any character, and ensure the same Pixar-Style 3D cartoon description is used consistently for all characters to maintain visual continuity. Alright, so having done that, we're going to paste that and allow ChatGPT do its magics. Okay, so now we have all the characters in our story now generated. So their facial appearance, what they actually look like, has been generated for us, and you can see we have them in different paragraphs. Now this is for the dog, whose name is Bruno, and the mother, this is the father, the baby, and the stray dog. So these are the major characters in this storyline, and now we have an image prompt for each one of them so that they are consistent in all the scenes. Right, so the next step we want to do now is to generate the images of all these characters right on Whisk. So we're going to be using Google Whisk. Head over to Whisk, type Whisk on Google, and just click on the first results. Now I'm going to be using Whisk, so select Wix, and here is what Wix looks like. So if you're not registered yet, get registered and click on Enter 2. All right, so right here we have Whisk, and we are not going to be just generating these images straightforward. Now Whisk allows you to have different characters in your project, and that is why we're actually using the tool. So it gives you the levity of creating different characters for your image generation, and that is why Wix is actually super interesting and super cool for this project. All right, so now let's head over to our prompt, and the first thing we want to do is to copy the image prompt of the dog, which is Bruno. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to head over to Wix. Now over here on Wix, if you're using your PC, so head over to this arrow right here, and what we want to do is to create different subjects. Paste on underneath subject. Now not scene, you can see we have scene, we also have subject now. So we are not going to using the scene just yet. What we want to create is a subject, which is the dog. So to do that, simply click on enter text right here, and I'm going to paste the dog's prompt right here and click on generate. All right, so now you can see I have my dog right here. So here is the dog who is the narrator, and now we have the image of the dog as a subject. And now the next thing we are going to do is head over to the script again, and now the next character I want to generate is the mother. So copy the prompt for the mother and head back to Wix, and now you want to click on this plus sign because we want to create more subject, not scene. So under the subject, click on this plus sign, and again click right here and paste the prompt for the mother and click on generate. So again, that is going to generate another subject. And now you can see here is the prompt for the baby's mom. So now again, let's head back and copy the prompt for the father, which is this one. Copy again, click on this plus sign and click right here, and I'm going to paste this right here and click on generate. So this is basically how you are going to create all the characters in this story. So I'm going to fast forward this, just do it for the remaining characters, and then we can continue from this. All right, so now we have all the characters in our storyline now generated. Now if I scroll up, you can see we have the dog, the mom, the dad, the baby, and also the stray dog. So these are all the characters in our storyline. Now make sure all this is not checked, so I'm going to uncheck it, uncheck, and that is basically how you generate the characters in your story for consistency. All right, so now the next thing we want to do is to generate the scenes in our stories. Now we also want consistency in this scene. We don't want this scene switching up in different frames of our story. We want this professional, and we're also going to generate the dominant scenes in our storyline. Now let's head back to our script in ChatGPT, and we are basically going to give it this prompt that says generate scene only image generation prompt for the scenes in the story written in the same consistent Pixar 3D cartoon aesthetic as the character prompts. Each scene is self-contained, richly detailed, and make no references to characters or story events in the making them ideal for backgrounds, establishing yada yada yada. All right, so again, these prompts are in the description of this video, so just check them out and read them on your own. And what this basically means is that we are going to be generating the image prompts for all the scenes in our storyline so that we have a form of consistency as well. All right, so I'm going to send this and let's allow ChatGPT do its thing. All right, so now we have all the scenes in our story generated. So we have about 7 of them, and what we are going to do now is also head over to Wix and generate the scenes for our story before we do the fun stuff. All right, so I'm going to copy the first scene, which is the home exterior, and I'm going to head over to Wix. And now you remember this is the subject, so scroll down, and now under the scene, now this is scene, not subject. Okay, so I'm going to click here and paste the first prompt, which is the exterior of the house, and click on generate. So that is basically going to generate the scene, the first scene, which is the exterior of the house. Now this is what the exterior of the house looks like, and I'm cool with that. Now to generate the next scene, you click on this plus sign again and head back. Now this is the hallway, so I'm going to copy this prompt for the hallway, head back to Wix and click on here and paste this right here, and I'm going to generate the image for the next scene. All right, so now we have the image of the hallway, and this is what it actually looks like. And now I'm going to repeat the process for the remaining scenes. Now you get the hang of it, so I'm going to fast forward this video as well, and we're going to create all the images of the scene. So just click on the plus sign again and do that for the remaining scenes. All right, so let's do that. Alright, so now I am done generating all the scenes in our video animation, and now you can see under scenes I have the exterior, the hallway, the living room, and other related scenes in our video animation. And also we have the subjects all right here for consistency sake. Now remember, we are creating a very professional animation and we need to get all these things set. Alright, so next let's head over to the next step, which is basically generating images that we're going to convert into videos that we will merge together for the animations we need in this tutorial. Alright, so again we are going to head over to our beloved ChatGPT, and over here we're going to give it this prompt using the same Pixar-Style, of course, you have used. Generate image prompts for each text I would paste from the script. Add 1 sentence video animation prompt for each image prompt generation. Alright, so now what this simply implies is that we want to generate images for all these frames that we're going to be converting into videos in our animation. So first we are going to be creating images, and then we turn these images into videos. So basically what I'm telling ChatGPT is that I would be pasting each line. So I'll paste each line from the script that we have right here. If I scroll up, let's say I copy I and Bruno and I paste it. So ChatGPT is basically going to generate an image that relates to this particular line, and then we can convert it into a video. So that's the whole idea of this prompt. Meanwhile, we're still going to tweak a lot of things as we move on, but let's just send this prompt and let's move on. All right, so now ChatGPT says it's ready, and then we can move on. All right, so now if you remember, the first thing we saw in the video is the exterior of the home. Now let me scroll up, and now you can see it says exterior of the home, and that's the first scene we want in our video. All right, so I'm just going to copy this prompt right here that says exterior of the home, and I'm going to paste that right here and click on send. So what ChatGPT is going to do is to generate a prompt that narrates this exterior of the home and then it's going to add a video animation prompt as well. So whichever way the camera angles, the scene, the brightness, the environmental motion, and everything will be included in this video animation prompt. And that is how the prompt we're going to be used to generate the video for each of these frames in our video. All right, so now I'm going to copy this image of the exterior and head again to whisk, and this time around what we're going to do is to paste this prompt right here. Now make sure, come right here and make sure that 16:9 landscape is selected. That is the aspect ratio we want. And now I'm going to basically just paste that prompt of the exterior of the house. And yeah, now remember, for consistency, we want it to follow all the scenes that we have generated. All right, so now this is where this generations comes into play. Now this is a scene of the exterior of the house. So what you're going to do now is just click on the exterior of the house right here so that it mimics the look and appearance of this scene. All right, so having done that, I'm going to click on send. Now make sure only this image is selected because that is the only image we need for this prompt right now. And having done that, click on send, and that is basically going to generate your image. All right, so now we have the exterior of the house. Now you can see it's almost the same thing. I mean, that is how we want it. All right, so now we have these images. Now what you want to do is click on download and make sure that it is in the same folder you kept the voice notes to be more organized, to keep you organized. All right, we want to turn these images into of video, and the tool we're going to be using for this is Grok AI. So I'm going to head over to Grok. The link is in the description of the video. Check it out as well. And yeah, so now I am here in Grok. Now if you are not registered yet, get registered on Grok. All right, so we're right here on Grok AI. Now before we get started, just head over to your profile icon right here. We want to set up some stuff so that generating the video is easier. All right, so click on your profile right here, and I want you to go to settings, and under the behavior, just click on behavior. And what we want to do is to turn off enable automatic video generation. So I'm going to click this and turn it off because we don't want it to generate automatically. All right, so once that is done, head over to imagine right here. So click on imagine, and the first thing we want to do is to upload the image for the first scene in our video, which is the exterior of the house. If you remember from the sample video, we started from the exterior of the house. So let's generate the video. All right, so head over to Grok where we are, imagine, and click on this attach icon right here, and I'm going to click on upload file. And over here you can see here is the image, the first image we have just downloaded. So I'm going to select it and click on open, and this is going to be uploaded on Grok. Now head over to our beloved ChatGPT, and you can see under the first image, that's the exterior of the home that we've generated, you can see we have a one sentence video animation prompt with which we have told ChatGPT to always generate for us. And now what you want to do is just copy this prompt right here, copy, and head over to Grok, and we are going to put that as the video prompt for this first frame in our video. All right, so when you have done that, at the end of your script, now by default Grok would always put a background music and also an ambient sound in your video, but we do not want that. So we're going to say no background music and no ambient sound. We're basically going to be putting this in all the video prompts we're going to be generating as we progress. All right, so no background music and no ambient sound. And when you've done this, just click on enter. All right guys, so you can see we now have the first frame in our video, and that is just the exterior of the house with the camera zooming in, just like we saw in the sample video. All right, so the next thing you want to do is head over here to these three dots, and we are going to upscale this video so that it has a higher quality. And now you can see by default this video does not have any sound background, so no sound, and that is basically cool. That is how we want it. And now you can see when this HD appears, what you need to do is now to just download your video. And now I have this video downloaded into my folder. Now always make sure that this is also stored in a separate folder you have created so that everything is organized. Now on my PC, I'm storing everything right here. You can see these are the voiceover, but I'm going to create a new folder as well for the videos. So I'm going to name this video, and I'm going to drag this into this place so that I'm more organized. And now I have my first video right here for the first frame. This is super exciting. I hope you are following along. All right, so let's move on. Now, what I always like to do after each video generation is to put them on the timeline of my video editor. So right now we're going to head over to our video editor, and the video editor we're going to be using is CapCut. Now if you have any other video editor you use, you can as well use them, but for the sake of this tutorial, and because many people are more obliged, so to speak, to CapCut, and we're going to be using CapCut in this tutorial. If you use Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve, whichever video editor you use, the whole process is practically similar. So now let's head over to CapCut. I'm going to be using the PC software. If you are using your mobile phone, you can use it as well, and you can also go to CapCut.com if you do not want to download the software on your PC, but I'll be using this software for this tutorial. So now I'm in CapCut, and what we want to do is import the video we have just created. All right, so I'm going to click on import, and I'm going to go to the video I've just generated, which is this one, and I'm going to click on open. All right, so here is our first scene, so I'm going to drag it down to my timeline. Now if you're using your mobile phone or whichever software you're using, just drag it down to your timeline, and if I play this, you can see we now have our first frame in the video, like so. All right, so the next thing we want to do is generate other frames as well for this video animation. So let's do that. All right, so I'm going to head back to ChatGPT, and the next line, so if I scroll up to our prompt again, and right here he says, "Hi, my name is Bruno, I live here at least." So while he's saying this, we want him to be walking down the hallway just like we saw in the video. So what we want now is Bruno walking down the hallway. So I'm going to copy this. Bruno walks proudly down the hallway, tail wagging. So let's copy this and paste this for an image prompt. All right, so I'm going to paste this, and again ChatGPT is going to generate this prompt for me. So I'm going to copy this again, and now let's head over to Whisk. Now remember we generated this. I'm going to delete this and paste this right here. After reading the prompt, what we want is the dog running down the hallway, and what we want now is the Jack Russell dog. So for consistency, now this is where this character building comes in, or subject building comes in. Now the main subject in this prompt is going to be the dog, right? So now you want to come over here and tick this image of the dog, and remember we said we wanted the dog walking in an hallway. All right, so the hallway scene we have generated is this one. So again, we are going to mark this. So if you go through this prompt, you can see we have Jack Herrera, that's the dog mentioned here, and also in an interior hallway. So it's mentioned in this prompt. All right, so now make sure this scene is selected, and again make sure the dog is selected. Do not select any other thing, because those are the dominant subject in this prompt. All right, so now having selected it, I'm going to send this, and hopefully it gives us the image we want. All right, so now you can see we have the dog now in the hallway, and you just get to select whichever one you'd like. Now the initial view I want for this scene is the back view of the dog, so I don't want his front view. And on Whisk you can actually refine this and make it the back view. All right, so we're going to be using this image, and when you hover over this image right here, you can see where it says refine. So I'm going to click on refine, and under the description just type in back view. So I'm going to type in back view and send, and what this is supposed to do is to give you the back view for this image. All right, so we have the back view right now, and we also have the front view of the image. So I'm going to download this back view. So click on download, and once it is downloaded, let's head over to grok again. And now we want to click on this image. You want to generate another video. Click on this image right here, and you can see this is the first one we did. And to generate another one, click on this attach, click on upload. Just repeat the process we did for the initial one. I'm going to put in this back view and click right here. Now this is basically going to upload the dog's back view. And now let's head over to ChatGPT and copy the video animation prompt as well, and I'm going to head over to grok and paste it right here. All right, so again, no background, no ambient sound. All right, so having done this, let's send it and see the result, and hopefully get the right thing. Now, sometimes you might not get the results you want, of course, so you always have to tweak your prompts and make sure that it works best to what you want. So this is not a rocket science thing, so you always have to tweak. And all right, so this right here is the result we have, and I'm going to click on upscale. And once it's upscaled, you want to download as well. All right, so now we have this downloaded, and again, let's head back to Wix. So now I want to use the front view as well, so I'm going to leave it here, and so I need the front view as well. I think we should go for this one and get it downloaded. Let's head back to grok, and again, I'm going to upload the front view and click on it, and this gets uploaded. So again, we can also use this video animation prompt that we have used for the back view as well. So what we basically want is still the dog running in the hallway. All right, so I'm going to paste this prompt right here as well, and remember, no background and no ambient sound. All right, so I'm going to send this, and let's see what we have. So I'm going to upscale again. And you can see Bruno is a happy dog. See the dog smiling. All right, so now once it is upscaled, you can click on download as well. All right, so now we have the front view and the back view of the dog running down the hallway. So let's head over to CapCut. All right, so now in CapCut, I'm going to import these two videos we've generated again into my CapCut. All right, so now we want to start with the back view. So I'm going to drag the back view into my timeline, and now if I play it, you can see we have the exterior of the house, and then it switches to Bruno running down the hallway, and then it switches to the front view. Now if you look at the switch from the front view right here, you can see Bruno stays for a while, and we don't want that. We want the running to be continuous. So you can see he was staying, so as if he stood for a while and then he continued running. So we don't want that. And how we solve that is we're going to cut this to the state where he starts to run, so that the running is continuous from the previous video. So I'm going to play it now. And there you see it looks like it's switched. The camera switches to the front view of Bruno while he was running. All right, so that's cool. All right, so now the next thing I want us to do before we generate other videos is now we can add a voiceover right here and here. So to do that, I'm going to open this up, and let's import the voiceover 1 and I think voiceover 2. So let's just put the two of them in. So I'm going to listen to the first voiceover and hear what it says.
Hi, my name is Bruno. I live here, or at least I used to.
Okay, so he says his name is Bruno, and what we want is, okay, so he's running, and I think over here we can put in the first voiceover. So just drag the voiceover 1 and drag it right here. Okay, let's see how this works. So I'm going to play this. so he's running, is running, is running. And then we
Hi,
have a
my name is Bruno.
switch.
I live here, or at least I used to.
Okay, so let's move this forward a bit and let's see.
Hi, my name is Bruno. I live here, or at least I used to.
Okay, so this is cool. All right, so let's head over to ChatGPT and create the next scene. All right, so we are back here on ChatGPT, and you can see after Bruno says, "Hi, my name is Bruno. I live here," or at least I used to. The next line is, "Every day I check on my favorite humans, especially the smallest one." And for the scene description, the next scene description says the parents bounce the baby gently as she giggles. So basically, the parents were playing with the baby right here. So the next thing we want is to show the parents playing with the baby. So I'm just going to tell ChatGPT to generate this prompt. So basically, if you like, you can copy this right here and say the parents bounce the baby gently as she giggles, or just tell ChatGPT exactly what you want. So I'm going to say the couple playing with their baby on the couch. So let's use this right here. So say the couple playing with their baby on the couch, and it's still going to follow the instruction we have given it initially, and it will generate a prompt that suits that statement for us. So again, right here, you can see it doesn't include the characters right here. So I'm going to tweak this prompt again, and let's tell it that from now on, always include the characters in the prompt. All right, so I'm going to send this now. This is for you in case it's not including the characters, because ChatGPT sometimes might not be consistent. So make sure the characters are always showing up in your prompt. All right, so now let's see if the parents are included. All right, so I think they are right here. So we can see the mother is mentioned right here, and the baby is mentioned. I don't know if the father is right here. Okay, so we have the father as well. All right, so I'm going to copy this and head over to Whisk as well, and I'm going to paste this, and just like we did for the previous one, now in this prompt we have, I'm going to untick this. So make sure you untick the previous scene you have earlier, so there's no mistake. Now we don't have the dog in this scene, but we have the mom, we have the dad, and we have the baby. So those are the characters that are available in this scene. So you always have to glance through your prompt and make sure you know the characters that are showing up. So I'm going to delete this image for now, and I'm going to click on, okay, so hold on. Now this guys right here are in the living room, and we also want consistency for the scenes, right? So now that we have selected the three of them, we'll try and select the living room right here, and then let us click on send. All right, so now it says your selection contains more than 3 contexts. So we are only allowed to use 3 pictures in an image. All right, so I guess we are going to sacrifice the consistency of the baby in this scene. All right, so I'm going to tick off the baby, and we're going to leave the mom, the dad, and select the living room as well. And hopefully we are going to get the same baby that looks quite similar to this guy right here. All right, so now let's click on send. All right, so these right here are the results we have. Here's the first result, and this is the second result. I think I like, okay, so let's go with first one. So I'm going to click on download, and let's head over to grok. All right, so again, we're going to repeat the process, upload this image right here, and I'm going to copy the prompt that follows the image prompts and go to grok, and I'm going to paste this right here. Now the prompt says the camera slowly moves forward from sunlight angle. So basically this is the prompt for the motion. All right, so now the prompt is pasted, and now again, no background, no ambient sound. Do not forget this, if not, grok will give you a background sound for your video, and we do not want that. All right, so when this is done, just click on send, and hopefully we get the right one.
One, come to daddy. Cuckoo.
All right, so
Look at you, so happy today.
Hey, little one, come to daddy. Cuckoo.
all right, so this, you can see guys, this is now a perfect result for our video, and I love it. I really love it.
Happy today?
Yeah, I'm going to click on upscale, and again we're going to hit on download. All right, so now we've done this, and this is super cool. Let's move on. All right, so now the next shot we want is the dog looking at these guys playing, right? Looking at them from just a little bit afar off from the hallway and admiring them, right? Because they are his family. All right, so now let's head back to ChatGPT, give it a prompt, a close shot of Bruno looking with admiration. ChatGPT again is going to give us a prompt. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to head over to Whisk again, and you want to untick these characters that you're not using now. We are using the dog, and he was in the hallway, I think. Yes, so he was still in the hallway looking at them right from afar off. And let's send this and see what we have. All right, so now I prefer this. So he looks happy and doesn't look sad anymore. So I'm going to download this. And again, let's head over to Grok. Paste this right here. All right, so this right here is the result I have for the dog looking at them in the living room. Okay, so I think I love it, and I'm going to click on upscale and get it downloaded. All right, so now we've downloaded these two scenes. Let's head over to CapCut again and place them right where they are supposed to be. Okay, so now next, let's import these two videos we've just created, which is this and this one. So I'm going to open it up. All right, so now I have the parent right here playing with Bruno, and let's see how that looks. So Bruno is
Hi, my
running.
name is Bruno. I live here, or at least I used to.
Look at you, so happy today.
Hey, little one, come to daddy. Cuckoo.
Right here, Bruno walks in and he looks at them with admiration. But now what I want us to do is see if we could make these guys look at Bruno and speak to him in a friendly way as well. All right, so let's do that. Now, there's a little trick I would apply to do that. So on my PC, I'm going to take a screenshot of this frame right here. That's the end of the frame. We have it right here. So I'm going to take a screenshot and snipe it. So what I want is these guys to look at Bruno and say, hi, Bruno, how you doing? Stuff like that, just like we have in the script. And then Bruno looks at them and smiles right here. Okay, so I haven't taken the screenshot. Let's head back to Grok and I'm going to upload the screenshot right here. So I'm just going to paste it or wherever your screenshot is saved. So I'm going to head over here and paste this right here. All right, so now I have this frame right here. And now what I want them to say is right here in our script. So I'm just going to scroll up and you can see it says, Bruno, come here, and the dad who is the good boy. Okay, so let's copy this. And what I want is that they look directly at the camera. So more like they are looking at Bruno, but I mean they are staring at the camera, if you understand cinematography. Okay. And say, now if you don't want to do this, you can just move along and leave this aspect, but we're trying to make it as professional as possible. And say, so I'm going to paste this dialogue right here, and this is what they say right here. Okay, so they look directly at the camera and say, Bruno, come here. Okay, all right. So I'm going to calm down, and then again, remember, no background music and no ambient sound. All right, so we have our result and this is it. So I'm going to play it now. Let's see how it looks. And I think I love it.
Boy?
Who's a good boy? You are.
Bruno, come here, boy.
Who's a good boy? You are.
All right, so lovely. And I'm going to click on upscale and get it downloaded. All right, so now let's head over to CapCut and fix this right there. Okay, so now we have these guys here, and now let's have Bruno looking at them in admiration. So
One, come to daddy.
I'm going to play this. All right, so right here, let's cut this clip, okay? So I'm going to cut this and separate this. I'm going to turn off the magnet right here so I can move this a bit. And now let's bring in the video we just created of the parents. So right here, I'm going to import these and I'm going to drag this right here. Okay, so I want to create more space right here. I'm going to drag this in and put this right here. Okay, so now we're going to have these transitions right here. So Bruno is smiling,
Bruno, come
and then
here,
look at
boy.
Bruno.
Who's
Yeah,
a good boy? You are.
and let's put Bruno right here again. So guys, you can see how cinematic this is looking already. So let's play it right from here and see how that looks.
Look at you, so happy today.
Hey, little one, come to daddy. Cuckoo.
Okay,
Bruno, come here, boy.
Who's a good boy? You are.
I love this. Okay, so now let's add the voiceover of Bruno right here again. So voiceover
Every
2.
day, I check on my favorite humans, especially the smallest one.
Okay, so let's find where to fix this. So I'm going to try putting it right here. And let's see how that works out. Or you know what, let's bring it forward a bit. Or right here. Okay, so let's just play and see how it goes.
Bruno, come here, boy.
Who's a good boy? You are.
Every day, I check on my favorite humans, especially the smallest one.
Okay, so I'm going to push this a little bit forward. Just when they finish speaking, then we can have it.
Bruno, come here, boy.
Who's a good boy? You are.
Every day, I check on my favorite humans, especially the smallest one.
Okay, so this is cool. Right. All right, so that's how you do that. Let's move on. All right, so now let's check our script again and see what's next. It's Bruno saying, when they smiled at me like that, my whole world felt perfect. All right, so now we still need to add this voice note right here. So let's import the voice, and I'm going to play it to listen to it.
When they smiled at me like that, my whole world felt perfect.
Okay, so this voiceover is going to be right here at the end. So we might have to move this a little bit forward a bit, and let's see how this works out right here.
Every day, I check on my favorite humans, especially the
Bruno,
smallest
come
one.
here, boy.
Okay, so I don't want this lady talking over what Bruno is saying. I'm going to move it slightly forward, and let's play it again.
Hey, little one, come to daddy. Cuckoo.
Every day, I check on my favorite humans, especially the smallest one.
Bruno, come here, boy.
Who's a good boy? You are.
Okay, so this is perfect. And now let's drag the voice over 3 down to the end here. And I think this would work fine. All right, so let's play back and see how this goes.
Look at you, so happy today.
Hey, little one, come to daddy. Cuckoo.
Every day, I check on my favorite humans, especially the smallest one.
Bruno, come here, boy.
Who's a good boy? You are.
When they smiled at me like that, my whole world felt perfect.
Right. This is super cool. I love it. Love it. All right, so now let's move on. Right, so right after this, I want a shot of the dog playing with the baby on the sofa just before the baby falls off. All right, so now let's head back to ChatGPT. And again, we're just basically telling ChatGPT what we want. So right after the prompt where the instruction we have given it earlier, all you just have to do is now just give ChatGPT any instruction you want, any view or any image generation prompt you want. So I said Bruno and the baby playing on the couch. And when you say this, ChatGPT understands what you basically mean because we have given it that initial prompt to always generate an image for any lines we give it. All right, so I'm going to send this. All right, so now we have this prompt of Bruno and the baby playing on the couch. So again, let's generate an image for this and following the processes we've always followed. All right, so now here's the results I have from Whisk. Now I want them on the couch, not on the floor. So sometimes you might have to tweak your prompt in ChatGPT so it gets it right. So obviously, ChatGPT didn't mention that they should be on the couch. So just give it the instruction. Just tell ChatGPT, I want them on the couch. Okay, so it's going to refine it and let's hope it gets it right this time. So I'm going to copy again and head to Wix and let's see. Okay, so now this is perfect. They are both on the couch. Okay, so this is different. This is on, she's on the floor, but now we can use this because they are on the couch. All right, so I'm going to download this and again head over to grok, and now I want to make this a video as well. So all right, so I have this shot and I'm going to go and copy the video shot from it for it right here. All right, so again, no background music, no ambient sound, and I'm going to send this. Okay, this is pretty cool. So I'm going to upscale it and download it. All right, so now that I have this downloaded, let's head over to ChatGPT and see what the next action is. Right after the smile, when they smile at me, the parents stand up to leave the room. Okay, so the parents stand up to leave the room. Now, what we want is the parents leaving the living room to Bruno and the baby. So that is the next shot we want to create. All right, so let's do that. Okay, so now I could copy this and paste it for ChatGPT to automatically generate prompt that suits this statement of the parent standing up, but I don't think it will follow the story that we already have on CapCut. So what I can do is tell ChatGPT this: the parent walk into another room. All right, so I'm going to send this. All right, so now here's the prompt we have, but looking at this prompt, we can see that the 7-month-old baby and the dog is also included, but the shot I want is just the parents walking into another room. Let's tell ChatGPT, do not include the baby and the dog in this shot. All right, and again, I'm going to send this. Yeah, I think this is okay. So I'm going to copy this. And if you want to know if this is okay without reading the prompt, just head over to Wix and paste it. And you would see what ChatGPT has really given you. All right. So I'm going to select just the lady and the man and then the living room because they were walking out of the living room. All right. So, and I'm going to send this. So let's see what ChatGPT has generated for us. Okay, so this is not what I want exactly. All right, so I'm going to tell ChatGPT, please show them walking through the doorway. They are back home. All right, so now let's copy this and see and hope. And let's see. Okay, so let's choose doorway this time around, okay? And include both of them and let's see what we have. Okay, all right, so now I like this. I think we can manage this. So I'm going to download this. And again, I'm going to copy the prompt and head over to grok. So let's paste the video prompt and I'm going to head back. And I think they said some things. Okay, so the mom said, we'll be right back, you too. And dad says, watch our Bruno. So let's copy this dialogue and put them into grok. And I'm going to step this down and paste the dialogue right here. Okay, so again, no background music, no ambient sound.
We'll be right back, you two.
Watch her, Bruno.
Right, so this is the result I have, and I think I'm going to manage this. Right, so let's head back to CapCut and drop the last two videos we have just generated. And I'm going to import, open this up and import. And first, let's drag in Bruno playing with the baby. And then let's put in this guy's leaving. All right, so let's quickly play this and see.
When they smiled at me like that, my whole world felt perfect.
Okay, so I'm just going to scan through so we don't waste time. So this is Bruno playing with the baby, and then they are leaving the living room. So that's cool. All right, so let's see what's next. I'm trying not to make this video too long. All right, so the next thing is Bruno saying, I loved watching her. She smelled like milk and sunshine, or whatever that means. All right, so let's go to CapCut, and I think we can put that right here. All right, so I'm going to drag in voiceover 4, and I think this should be cool over here. All right, so I'm just going to quickly play this.
I loved watching her. She smelled like milk and sunshine.
We'll be right back, you two.
Watch her, Bruno.
All right, so that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. So let's move on. All right, so we have this. Let's head over to the script and see what happens next. And it says the baby leans too far forward. The toy drops and she follows. All right, so this is where we copy this prompt and let's see if ChatGPT can give us an image prompt that suits this line of the script. All right, so let's copy this prompt that says the baby leans too far forward and the toy drops and she follows. So I'm going to paste that here. Okay, so the dog is not in this shot. So let's tell ChatGPT to include the dog in the shot. Now, guys, please be creative. Do not just copy my prompts and all. I know your prompts might be slightly different, so you might have to tweak it to your own context. All right. Okay, so now I've included the dog, and let's see what it looks like right here. Okay, this is I think this is cool. Yeah, I think it's cool, or isn't it? Or we might have to refine it a little bit. Okay, so let's try to refine this. I'm going to click on refine and I said the baby standing on the sofa. So maybe we could get the motion of the baby almost falling off with this particular image. Now, always important that your image is closer to the action. Try it and see if we can get the baby almost falling off from the sofa. And that is what the drawback is all about right now. And hopefully we can achieve that right here. Okay, so I'm going to give it my custom prompt and say the baby leans forward, almost falling off from the couch. And let's see what this gives us. Okay, you know what? I think we can use this. Um, so we're not going to use the old clip, but we're just going to use it in motion as the baby is trying to fall, since it's so difficult generating the right image. So you can use this prompt if you're also finding it difficult to get this particular action. All right, so now I have this downloaded. And before we head to CapCut, let's generate the next one. All right, so the next prompt is going to be Bruno grabbing the baby and preventing her from falling. So I'm going to copy this from the script. He gently grabs her by her little shirt and with his teeth. Okay, so let's copy this and paste this right here. Okay, so I'm going to paste it in the other window right here. All right, so I'm going to copy this and let's see what it actually looks like. Go to weeks and I'm going to paste it right here. Let's see. Nah, this is not what I want. Okay, you know what? Let's try to refine this particular image we've generated earlier. And I think we use this for the video. So click on refine. Let's say top down, close shot of the dog holding the baby with its mouth. And I'm going to include this as well. So top down close shot of the dog holding the baby with its mouth. And I'm going to paste this. So focusing tightly on Bruno's mouth and the fabric of the baby's shirt at the shoulder. So let's try this and see. Right, so this is what we have. I think we're going to manage this. So I'm going to download this and head over to Grok. Now the baby is falling. And okay, so let's see how we could make this work. So I'm going to upload prompt and let's use it right here. And let's see what this comes up with. All right, so let's place this on our timeline on, we're going to bring this right here. And the next is the dog grabbing her. Hopefully, it portrays what we want. Okay, so I'm going to move these and just right here when the baby is about falling, let's cut it because right after that, it all looks not so right. And I'm going to bring this here and then we're going to drag this here. And so this portrays that the dog just grabbed the baby and grabs the baby. I think that works. Okay, so now let's put in voiceover 5, which is this one, and I'm going to bring voiceover 5 right here. Let me see what it
Then it
says.
happened so fast, she slipped. I did the only thing I knew to save her.
Okay, so I think this is cool. Let's see.
Then it happened so fast, she slipped. I did the only thing I knew to save her.
Okay, so she's grabbed the baby. Okay, so after this shot, let's have the baby crying next to Bruno. Okay, so let's head back to ChatGPT and we are going to. Okay, so it says then it happened, she slept, and the baby starts crying loudly. Bruno nudges her. Okay, so let's go to ChatGPT, and I'm going to drop this. So the baby is seated on the floor crying with the dog beside her. All right, so let's paste this and then I'm going to copy this and go to Wix. Okay, so I think this is cool. Let's download this first one and let's copy the prompts. Let's go to grok. All right, so let's paste the prompt here. All right, so let's see what this gives us. Okay, so here's the results. Okay, let's go. Let's upscale and put it on the timeline. And so the next scene is the parent rushing in to see the baby. So let's head back and just type in parents rush in and ChatGPT will give us a prompt too. And I'm going to copy this. And now we want to select the living room. We're going to remove the baby, put the dad, put the mom, and I think that's it. Okay, we have more than 30 selected. So I have Bruno selected. So I'm going to tick Bruno off and I have no idea where these guys are coming from. So maybe let's change these to the hallway instead of the living room. So they are coming from the hallway. Okay, I think I like this. So let's use this. And let's head back to this, download the video animation and copy it. Let's go to Grok and I'm going to upload the video right here. Upload the image right here. So I'm going to paste this right here. So I removed that because I don't want too much drama in their movement. So the parents rush through the doorway. No, not rush. Walks in. Parent walks in. Walks in. With subtle motion in their clothes and sunlight shifting across the precise urgency and concern. Okay, so now let's pick their dialogue. And mom says, "Oh my God, what happened?" I'm going to copy the mom's conversation and paste it right here. Again, step down and copy the dad's conversation. And I'm also going to paste that right here. Okay, and that's it. So no background music, no ambient sound right here. Okay, so let's see this. All right, so I love this and I'm going to download this. And now the next scene we want is to show Bruno with a sad face after he's been accused.
What did you do?
All right, so show a close shot of Bruno with a sad face. Right, so we have these. I'm just going to copy these and head over to Wix. And we want just Bruno in this shot. So I'm going to remove this, add Bruno, and he's in the living room. So let's use this one and let's get the picture. Right, so I like this. I'm just going to download this, head over to grok. All right, so this is cool, but we also want to make sure that there's no background music and no ambient sound, and I'm going to send this. Right, so that's Bruno with a sad face, and I think this is cool. So I'm going to upscale and okay, so now let's head back to CapCut and let's place these clips right there. Okay, so after Bruno held on to the baby, we are going to import the next two that we've just generated, and I'm going to import them. Okay, so right after the baby falls off, the baby starts to cry, and then Bruno looks up. The parents rush in. They accused Bruno. I'm just going to cut this right here. And Bruno has a sad face right here. Okay, so that's cool. And next, we want to import the voiceovers, right? From 5 to, um, okay, so we have 5 here already. So we need 6, voiceover 6, and 7 to 8. So let's put in 6
I
to
thought she
8.
was scared. I tried to calm her.
So let's put this right here. And then voiceover
They thought I
7.
hurt her. I would never, never.
I think that will be after this poke right here. And
And
8.
just like that, I wasn't home anymore.
So I think this one comes right after here. All right, so let's see how this goes.
I thought she was scared. I tried to calm her.
Oh my, what happened?
Bruno, what did you do?
They thought I hurt her. I would never, never.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, so the next scene is Bruno being thrown out of the house. All right, so let's head over to ChatGPT again, and the parents shaking and scared guide Bruno to the door, out of the door. So I'm just going to copy this and allow ChatGPT to just generate an image. Now, guys, so um, I'm able to generate these scenes based off from what I think, based off from my inner mind, and I've not been using the script. So in your own case, if you don't have an idea, maybe you're generating a different story from this, you can always just copy any lines from the script and paste it like this. So I'm going to paste this and then let's see what it gives us. All right, so
We can't keep him. Not after this.
here's the result I got, and I think I love it. So let's upscale and also put it at the end of the last shot. All right, so this is cool. I'm going to download. And before we go to CapCut again, let's see what happens. Door closes but firmly. Okay, so let's copy this and let's see what ChatGPT will give us for this prompt. So I'm going to paste it right here and let's see. Okay, so I think I like this one. So let's copy this and I'm going to go to Whisk and again paste this right here. And this time let's use the back pouch and I think Jack should be there as well. So yeah, let's see what this gives us. Okay, so I think I like this. So even though the proportion is not so accurate, but let's use this. Let's download this and copy the animation and let's head over to grok. All right, so this is the result. So I'm going to upscale and download this. All right, so now we have this result for this scene right here, and I think I love it as well. So this was when Bruno was pushed out of the house. So let's get this downloaded as well. All right, so now let's head over to ChatGPT again, and the next scene is Bruno sitting outside with another stray dog. All right, so let's just copy this line down to where Bruno is talking with the stray dog, or the stray dog is talking to Bruno, and copy. And I'm going to paste it right here. So I copied everything, both the dialogue of the stray dog and also the activities of the stray dog. So at least we know that the stray dog will be in this. So I'm just going to copy this and head over to Wix. Paste this right here. Now we are selecting this street because they will be outside the street now. According to the storyline, here's the stray dog. Select the stray dog, and we're also going to include Bruno. All right, so let's send this. All right, so here we go. This is Bruno and this is the stray dog. So I'm going to download this. And now let's head over to grok. Again, let's upload the image first. And we have the image of Bruno and the stray dog outside of the street. And let's go back. Here is the, so you know what, let's not use this prompt. I don't think I like what I see here. So let's just put in the dialogue for the stray dog. So the stray dog says this, and Bruno looks up at the stars. Okay, so let's go back to grok. So this is the stray dog talking, and then Bruno. Let's put this in brackets, the white dog, so that grok can know who is who. All right. So I'm going to send this, and hopefully we get the right result.
You saved her and they didn't know?
So I think I like this. So let's upscale this. All right, so let's go back to ChatGPT and see what's next. So Bruno says, yeah, but if I could rewind time, I'd save her. What we want to do now is to have a continuation of this clip. And to do that, we need to take a screenshot of the end of this clip right here. All right, but before we do that, let's go back to CapCut and let's put in the images, the videos we've generated earlier, something like that. So I'm going to input this. And now, so right after Bruno's sad face, we're supposed to have this lady complaining, which is right here. If I'm correct, I think that should be,
We can't keep him. Not after this.
yeah, right. So they can't keep him right here.
We can't keep him. Not after this.
Okay, so right after that, we're going to have Bruno outside the house, and he's going to speak and say,
And just like that, I wasn't home anymore.
okay, so then we have the stray dog video right here.
So you saved her and they didn't know?
So this took so long, and after the statement, so I'm just going to stop it right here, and let's cut this right here. And then I'm going to take a screenshot because I want this video to continue from right here. So take the screenshot, and now let's head over to grok, and I'm going to upload the screenshot I've just taken. I'm going to scroll down. I have a lot of screenshot right here. Heaven knows what I do with them. Okay, so let's head over to our script, and Bruno says, yeah, but if I could rewind. Now we generated this with 11 labs, but grok can also do the same. So let's see if we don't have to use grok. So Bruno says, just going to add this sign here. Yeah, but if I could add saver again. But this one, he gives a smile, is an action he took. So let's delete it and leave it this way. And then again, we're going to add no background music, no ambient sound. And I think that's it. So let's send this and see the result we get. All right, so here's the
Yeah,
result.
but if I could rewind time, I'd still save her. Because love doesn't ask for anything back, it just acts. Yeah, but if I could
Okay, that's cool, but I might have to replace it with the initial voiceover we generated so that it sounds more like Bruno, right? I think that should be this one.
Yeah, but if I could rewind time, I'd still save her. Because love doesn't ask for anything back, it just acts.
All right, so drag it into your timeline. And we need to put in voice over 9. So let's import voice over 9. Now this voice over 9 also says the same thing that Jack has just, or Bruno has just said, but more like his real voice.
Yeah, but if I could rewind time, I'd still save her because love doesn't ask.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is
Yeah, but if I could rewind time,
instead of
I'd
using
still
this
save her.
voice right here, I'm going to click on it and go to audio, and I'm going to reduce the volume entirely, and I'm going to drag the one we've generated right here. But we're going to have a problem because this sounds. So let's see.
Yeah, but if I could rewind time, I'd still save her because love doesn't ask for anything back. It just acts.
Okay, so
It just acts.
we're just going to leave it as it doesn't has anything back and cut this off. All right, so we're good like
Yeah, but if
this.
I could rewind time, I'd still save her because love doesn't ask for anything back.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. All right. All right, so right now let's generate the last scene of the video. And again, I want to extend this particular video. So I'm just going to also take a screenshot from here, and I'm going to head over to Grok again, and I'm going to upload file, scroll down to the screenshot I just took, which is this one, open it up, and head over to my script. And Bruno says, and maybe one day they will know the truth. All right, so I'm going to copy these, head over to Grok, paste these, and I just want Bruno to say this, and that will be all. All right, so I'm going to send this again. Oh, we forgot something. So we forgot to include the background music. So I'm going to cancel this. And what I'm going to do again is copy these and paste this right here. And I'm also going to paste this no background music and no ambient sound right here. And again, put this right here and send this.
And maybe one day, they'll know the truth.
Right, so I have this now. And again, let's head over to CapCut and put in the last scene of our video right there. I think that should be this one right here, hopefully.
And maybe one day,
Okay, so that's it. I'm going to drag it right here. And we're going to put in the last voiceover, which is voiceover 10, of course. All right, so I'm going to put it right here so that we'll replace it with the rock voiceover. So I'm going to reduce, just click on the video clip here, go to audio and tune down the volume. Okay, and let's see.
Yeah, but if I could rewind time, I'd still save her because love doesn't ask for anything back. And maybe one day, they'll know the truth.
That is super cool. I love this. Love it. All right, so right at the end there, we're just going to add a fade out so that it fades out. And to do that, I'm going to add, go to video, and I'm going to scroll down. All right, so I want the video to fade out at the end right here. So under blend, click on blend, and I'm going to create this keyframe, create a keyframe, head to the end and drag this down so that it fades out to 0%. So like so. And now the next thing we want to do is add background music and probably just a little sound effect. So everything has all the clips has sound effects actually, but we might want to just add just few sound effects here and there. Now all these files I'll be using were downloaded on Pixar-Bay. So if you want to use your own, you can always go to Pixar-Bay and download them. But I have them in the description of this video. So do check the description of this video and get it downloaded. It is on a Telegram group. So if you want more contents like this in the future, you can as well get into the Telegram group and get subscribed so that you get updated as these updates are dropped right there. So get these sound effects and let's place them in our video to make it amazing. All right, so first let's import the intro music. So I'm going to go to import and I have them right in this folder. So I'm going to bring in the intro music, which is this one. And what you want to do is drag it down downwards. Make sure you don't put it on the timeline where you have your voiceover. So drag it down and then place it right here. So right now we have this intro music right here. So if I play it, now this is very high. So when you click on the music on your timeline right here, go to basics and tune it down to, let's give it minus 14 and see how this sounds.
Hi, my name is Bruno. I live here, or at least I used to.
Look at you, so happy today.
Hey, little one, come to daddy. Cuckoo.
Every day I check on my favorite humans, especially the smallest one.
Bruno, come here, boy.
Who's a good boy? You
Yeah, so I think this sounds great, but I'm still going to reduce it just a tad little bit. Let's say 16. So let's see.
Hi, my name is Bruno. I live here, or at least I used to.
Look at you, so happy today.
Hey, little one, come to daddy.
I noticed these statements were too close to each other, so let's split it up and click on it and split it up, and I'm going to drag it forward just a little bit right here. Okay, that's cool. All right.
Here, or at least I used to.
Look at you, so happy today.
Hi, my name is Bruno. I live here, or at least I used to.
Look at you, so happy today.
Hey, little one, come to daddy. Cuckoo.
Every day I
So this is nice. Still going to drag this back a bit. Now we're striving for perfection here.
Hi, my name is Bruno. I live here, or at least I used to.
Look at you, so happy today.
Hey, little one, come to daddy. Cuckoo.
Every day I check on my favorite humans, especially the smallest one.
Bruno, come here, boy.
Who's a good boy? You are.
When they smiled at me like that, my whole world felt perfect. I loved watching her. She smelled like milk and sunshine.
We'll be right back, you two.
Okay, so right here where we have Bruno breathing, I think we should have a voice, a sound effect. So I'm going to go to import and I have dog breath here. So I'm going to open it up and place Bruno's dog breath right underneath here where he starts to breathe. So I'm going to check and just about here, I'm going to place that right here and close this up down to the end here. All right, so let's see how that pans out.
Every day I check on my favorite humans, especially the smallest one.
Bruno, come here,
Yes.
boy.
That's cool.
Who's a good boy? You are.
When they smiled at me like that, my whole world felt perfect. I loved watching her. She smelled like milk and sunshine.
We'll be right back, you two.
Watch her, Bruno.
Then it happened so fast.
Okay, so where this music stopped,
Watch her, Bruno.
just right here, we're going to clip it and cut it off because a tense moment was about to happen. That was when the baby fell off. Okay, so now we're done with the intro music. I'm just going to delete this one and let's bring in the tense music, which is tension music, and input it, and I'm going to bring it right here. I think it starts, so let me see. Yeah, so the baby starts to fall right here, and the tense music starts around here. Okay, so that's cool. Let's see how this goes.
We'll be right back, you two.
Watch her, Bruno.
Then it happened so fast.
Watch her, Bruno.
Then it happened so fast, she slipped. I did the only thing I knew to save her. I thought she was scared. I tried to calm.
Okay, I think this is too loud, so let's click and go to basic and reduce it like that. So let's
Then it
go
happened
again.
so fast, she slipped. I did the only thing I knew to save her. I thought she was scared. I tried to calm her.
Oh my, what happened?
Bruno, what did you do?
They thought I hurt her. I would never.
I'm still going to reduce the tension sound. Let's see again.
I thought she was scared. I tried to calm her.
Oh my, what happened?
Bruno, what did you do?
They thought I hurt her. I would never.
We can't keep him. Not after this.
And just like that, I wasn't home anymore.
All right, so right here, we're going to include the sad music right here. Okay, so let it start from this place. And again, let's reduce the volume to -16 and see how it goes.
And just like that, I wasn't home anymore.
So you saved her and they didn't know?
Yeah, but if I could rewind time, I'd still save her because love doesn't ask for anything back. And maybe one day, they'll know the truth.
Yeah, so that's it. And I'm going to cut this sound right here and get this off. Okay, so let us add the text at the end of the video. And I'm going to put in this text right here. Okay, right here. Okay, so this text should say something like, oof, sometimes love leaves marks, but it is still love at the end. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to reduce the font. Let's reduce the font like so, and maybe bring this up like this and drag it to the middle, and we are cool. Okay, so this fades out and then this comes in. So again, let's add an opacity to this. I'm going to go to basic, and for the blend, so right here, let us create a keyframe, and so let's tune this down to 0% initially and bring this up right here, create a keyframe and then another keyframe to make it 100%. I'm just going to shift it right here. Okay, so now it fits in like that. I can extend the music a little bit. Okay, so I don't like the arrangement of this text. So I'm just going to spread it out and make sure it's just 2 lines. And bring this here. Can still reduce the font a little bit. Yeah, so this is nice. I think I like it this way. All right, so let's play this again and let's see. Okay, so let's still extend the music and then make the music fade out by going to basic and select fade out. Yeah, so that's it. That is our video animation. So let's check it out again from the start and see how good this video looks.
Hi, my name is Bruno. I live here. Or at least I used to.
Look at you, so happy today.
Hey, little one, come to daddy. Cuckoo.
Every day, I check on my favorite humans, especially the smallest one.
Bruno, come here, boy.
Who's a good boy? You are.
When they smiled at me like that, my whole world felt perfect. I loved watching her. She smelled like milk and sunshine.
We'll be right back, you two.
Watch her, Bruno.
Then it happened so fast, she slipped. I did the only thing I knew to save her. I thought she was scared. I tried to calm her.
Oh my, what happened?
Bruno, what did you do?
They thought I hurt her. I would never.
We can't keep him. Not after this.
And just like that, I wasn't home anymore.
So you saved her and they didn't know?
Yeah, but if I could rewind time, I'd still save her, because love doesn't ask for anything back. And maybe one day, they'll know the truth.
Yeah, that's it. All right, guys. So that is how you create your animation professionally and with some kind of finesse. All right, so I told you guys I will show you how you can generate another story idea like this one. So just go to ChatGPT. So what you want to do is head over to your chat and I'm going to paste this. So you say, give me other short story titles I can create with different story lines. And I'm going to send this and ChatGPT is basically going to give you many other story ideas that you can create. And you can see we have the title with different stories. All right. So whichever one you want to go for, you can just pick one. And for example, let's say we like this number 5, which is still here. I'm just going to come here and say, write me a script, just like you did for this story. For the story title, still here. So I'm just going to copy the title and paste it right here. Still here. Okay, so now what we are saying is for ChatGPT to give us another story regarding number 5. And let's send it. All right, so now you can see ChatGPT has now generated a different story, but just like the same structure, but a different storyline. And you can as well go back and choose as many as you want. Generate the storyline, generate the script, generate the characters, the scenes, just like we have done for this. And you would have your your animated story. All right, so guys, this has been a very long video and I want to stop it right here. I hope this video has been pretty much helpful. If you know it is, please give this video a like and get subscribed to the channel. And remember, all the resources we have used for this video is in the description of this video and they are in the Telegram group. So go there, get subscribed to the Telegram group and you will get updates as I drop more videos on AI. All right, see you guys in the next one. Peace.